How's everyone doing today? It's CJ Halleck with CJHalleck.com, and in this video I'm going to show you if you're starting out with a new business, there's a good possibility that you don't have photos of the work that you've done. You know, whether you're a landscaper or, you do home inspections and you need good homes behind you, or you're just basically looking for something fun that you want to use for a social media post or something like that. I'm going to show you a few sites that I personally use when I find images for backgrounds and different things like that. So the first thing I wanted to show, the first site I want to show you is basically my first search regardless. And I'm going to come back to it here in a few minutes. But basically it's unsplash.com. You can come in and it doesn't matter what you're looking for. You know, if you just, let's just do LOL. Just see what's fun, right? You can see it has a bunch of different types of images that you can use. That's kind of cool. But basically, it doesn't matter what you're looking for, if you're looking for business, whatever. The next one we're going to go into is stockvault.net. This one has a lot of like vector type images that you don't normally get on other stock photo sites, as well as some of the same photos that you get on some of the other sites. But basically it's just one of those things. You can use this, like this lighthouse thing. It's a really nice excuse me, really nice stock little photo, and you can download all of it for free. And if you go in, like if you go here, let me open this in a new tab. I'm going to actually come back and grab that one. You can come into, let's see, where is it? It's in the footer. But the Unsplash license. And if you click on this, it'll show you the license that you can use them for commercial and non-commercial purposes. Excuse me, and all the photos are free. And then, okay, so there's unsplash.com, stockvault.net, and there is one more, and that is Pexels, Pexels.com. And Pexels.com is just another, stock photo site. It's got a bunch of free stock photos you can use for background images. If you want to, the only thing you cannot do with these photos, especially if it's the photos that open that in a new tab. Gotta love the Hobbit holes. Is like this guy right here running, right? You can't come in and take this picture legally, at least, and basically use that image and try to create an image focused around this face being the person, and give them a new name. Like if you're wanting to create, let's say you're wanting to write books and you want it under a pen name, you can't come in and grab this stock photo and say you're this guy. It's just not how it works. But other than that, you can do just about anything with the photos. And like I said, you can come into the license, and you can actually click on the license and actually come through and see what you can actually do with it, what you can't do with it. You don't want to, basically, the people where you can actually tell they're there, you don't want to do something with the image that makes them look, in a bad light one way or the other. For instance, you wouldn't want to come in here and grab a picture of somebody and then make it look like they're promoting a political candidate, right? You just want to make sure that you pay attention to what you can and can't do. But for the most part, the stuff that you can do on this, there's a lot of stuff, or better yet, there's not many things you can't use with that. So basically, when you choose to use one of the images, like I said, I'm going to use this stormtrooper. If you're going to be using the images on websites, especially like on your website, like social media, not so much, because they have algorithms and things in place to optimize images like before they're actually fully uploaded, or displayed, if you will. So, but when you're looking at your website, you want to make sure that you excuse me. You want to make sure that you optimize the photo and you're not uploading a photo that's, 4,000 pixels wide in a section that'll only show 700 pixels wide. So basically, once you find the picture you like, you want to just basically download the photo. And what I do personally, I mean, there's free resources online you can do some of this stuff with. but I normally like to do it in Photoshop. Like I said, you can do, I think it's imageresizer.com. I think there's an image resizer something website that'll resize it so you can choose the pixels and how wide you want it. And then, of course, like I've said, I don't know how many times in tutorials, in my books and workbooks and everything that I've published, tinypng.com is a great free resource that will allow you that will allow you to optimize the image for mobile viewing. So, but basically, I'm going to do this in Photoshop. So I'm going to go ahead and open this image in Photoshop. And then I'm going to come to image, go to image size, and then you're going to be able to see based on the pixels how wide it is. Now, if you're doing something that's going to be a full width image, on most websites it doesn't need to be anything over 1200. Just for speed's sake, and you can still keep the resolution fairly good at 1200 when you're looking at full screen. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to actually use this in a smaller section. So I'm going to put this at 600 because it's basically going to be a half image, if you will, on the side of the page. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and that resized it down to 600 pixels wide. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go File, Save for Web, and then you want to make sure that this is set to JPEG. And then depending on how big your page is going to be, you might want to decide, you may not need it. If it's kind of like a background image for like a flip box or something, you may not need all the detail, if you're going to have an overlay over it or something like that. So you may want to drop it to medium or low, because you won't see the detail with the overlay, and then that makes that image size at the low resolution at 9.132 kilobytes, which is super small for an image. For this, I'm going to go ahead and I'll put it to high. We have it at 24, which is still really small. I'm going to go ahead and click save, and we're going to go ahead and save it in here, and we'll just name this Storm Trooper Painting. Alright, hit save. And that is what I do when I go through finding images for my website. Like I said, there's unsplash.com, stockvault.net, and pexels.com. 3 amazing websites that I use, 100% free, and open to use for commercial purposes, and commercial use, so you can use it for book covers, you can use it for a whole bunch of stuff. And the last thing that's really big is attribution. A lot of the free sites, you'll notice that you can use it, but you need to, and I can't remember what it's called. Let's go digitalbag.com. I think it's flaticons.com. It's an icon site, and you can use all the icons on the site completely free of charge. But if you use it without paying their monthly membership, you have to give attribution in the footer of the website or wherever you displayed the icon. So on digitalbag.com, flaticon.com, here we go. I actually just have it notated in the footer that I use their icons. It's not ideal. I can pay $10 a month, but I use it like 2 of their icons, so I'm not really too worried about that. So I'm okay with putting the link in there. Or if you use it for, a post on social media, you need to post it in the description, where you got that icon, that icon or that image. But with these websites that I've mentioned, the attribution is not required. Of course, they appreciate it, but But that being said, that is what I use to find images for my website and my marketing campaigns, as well as how I take the full resolution images and optimize them in Photoshop. That being said, I hope everyone has enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. If you liked the video, please be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget, when you subscribe, to click the bell so you can get notifications when I publish new videos. That being said, have a great one. Be great. Stay boosted. And we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.